Hey guys, this is Alfred back with another video, and in today's video I just want to talk about the stellar convergence, and more specifically I want to talk about whether or not you should pick up Ruan Mei or Luocha for your account. So for those of you who don't know, in this anniversary, Hoyoverse has given us one ticket and we're able to redeem for a character of our choice. Head over to the shop, go to stellar convergence and go to character redemption, and you should see this screen. So basically you're able to redeem any of these characters for free. Now more specifically in this video, I'll only be talking about Ruan Mei and Luocha. The main reason why is the other characters are standard characters, so if you ever lose your 50-50, you have a chance of getting them, whereas Ruan Mei and Luocha, they are not standard characters, so you probably wouldn't get them at all. In today's video, I just want to talk about whether or not you should pull for Ruan Mei, Luocha, or you should save for future characters. Very important to note that Hoyoverse is going to add more characters to this stellar convergence list, so if you don't need any of the two characters, go ahead and save. So with all that said, let's begin with this video. Now the first character I want to talk about is going to be Ruan Mei. Ruan Mei is one of the best supports in the game, so without a doubt, if you are needing a harmony character, you should pick Ruan Mei. But the main reason why she is so good is she provides a lot of break efficiency. If you want to break your opponent's weakness a lot better, Ruan Mei is going to be the character for your choice. More specifically, she is really good in break teams, obviously, and she is also very good in dot teams. The main reason why is, once again, she breaks the weakness more efficiently, and her ultimate will delay the opponent from recovering from their weakness break, which is ideally really good for break teams where you want to do super break, and it's also very good for dot teams, so they take an extra dot prop. If you are planning to play dot and you are planning to play break, you should definitely look to pull for Ruan Mei. If not, you should save your token and pull for someone else. For the Eidolon one itself, I know some people have Ruan Mei already and are wondering whether the Eidolon one is worth it. The Eidolon one will basically make your allies ignore 20% of the target's defense when your ultimate is active. So basically, if your ult is not active, you don't have an Eidolon 1. But generally speaking, this Eidolon is not that bad. However, I strongly advise not to use a token just for the Eidolon, but you should use the token to get a new character instead. However, once again, if you really want to beef up your break teams and your dot teams specifically, you can go ahead to look for her Eidolon 1. If not, you should pull for something else. The next character will be Luocha. Luocha is a very strong healer. In fact, he has the best single target healing in the game, and with the rise of characters that like to consume HP, Luocha will definitely be a very strong contender for this sustained category. So characters like Castoris and Mighty specifically, who consume a lot of HP, whether it's themselves or their team, Luocha will be able to sustain the team very well. The best part about Luocha is he also has a cleanse, which is fantastic, and he himself also does decent damage himself. Now the problem with Luocha is that he has a very free-to-play option, which is Gallagher, and in fact, if you play your cards right, Gallagher actually can have better healing than Luocha in the long run, mainly because his ult does a lot of damage and will also provide the healing for your team. And in Castoris teams especially, because I know a lot of you guys have Castoris, Gallagher is actually much better than Luocha. In most scenarios, you can get Castoris charge for her ultimate much faster if you have Gallagher in your team. So if you have an Eidolon 6 Gallagher and you do not really need another sustained character, you should not pull for Luocha. But if you are planning to play more HP reliant teams in the future, more specifically teams that really require a healer in the team, you should definitely look to pull for Luocha. But I just do want to mention that there are going to be new sustained characters in the future, and in fact, if you have Lingsha already and Huohuo, you do not really need Luocha just specifically for Castoris teams. You can also use your other abundance characters for Castoris and Mighty teams. So what is the conclusion for this video? Basically, if you are planning to play more break teams and dot teams, you should look to pull for Ruan Mei, or if you are going to be playing more HP consumption teams that require a strong and decent healer, you should pull for Luocha. But if you already have good healers in your account, you don't really need Luocha. In that case, you should probably save your style convergence token for more characters. Remember, Hoyoverse is going to be adding more characters in the future, so you should probably look to pull for that instead. And with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, if you like this video, please do leave a like. It shows me I should do more. Comment down below who you are planning to pick for this redemption or you're planning to save. And finally, do subscribe. We'll be doing more videos like this in the future. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.